Hey y'all, it's your girl Michaela Janae here, back with another video. Happy New Year. It's officially 2026 here over on the channel, and this is my first upload. With this video, I do plan to set the tone for my channel for this year. We're gonna be sewing, we're going to be crocheting, we're just gonna be creative, like all things creativity. We're gonna do that here on this channel while also reviewing hair. Like I'm doing a hair review right now. You see I got my little twist in. Today we're gonna be making curtains. I'm kind of like redecorating my room a little bit. It's definitely time. Your girl just turned 26. Happy belated birthday to me. So I kind of want to like make it a little bit more mature. This is the fabric right here. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It was on sale for $17 a yard. I got 3 yards, so I still ended up paying like almost $60. These are going to be some luxury curtains, but they're going to be handmade. For good curtains, you're going to pay around $60 because the curtains at like Walmart, At Home, Target, they were not giving, they were not cute, and they did not fit the aesthetic that I had in mind. The fact that I was able to find some material at Hobby Lobby and then it was even on sale was such a blessing. So I'm gonna kind of use this and center my room around this, but not these colors in particular. I'm very excited. You're gonna be along for that process, but this is step one. First things first, what you guys didn't see is me measuring my windows. I measured my windows. That's how I knew how much fabric I needed to get. And then I also measured my curtain rod, which I have right here. So first things first, I'm gonna need to serge the sides of this material, and since I don't have a serger, I'm just gonna do like a little overcast stitch, and then we are going to begin sewing the top and bottom hems. So let's go ahead and get started.
Make everybody know that New Orleans is a safe place to come for New Year's and the Sugar Bowl and Mardi Gras too.
Others say the more guards the merrier, as they refuse to pay next is Government Service Day. And coming up, it's time for end of season sales, which also means online scam sales.
And as that ball rolls tonight, temperatures are going to be falling in the 40s to 30s. No freezing temperatures, but it's still going to be a cold night and starts in the year 2026. We'll talk about that here on the other side of the board.
Okay, you guys, so I'm back, and this is how the serging looks. You can definitely get some things done without having a serger, and which I was gifted a serger, but we need to work on getting the plugs and everything. So for the top hem, I'm thinking I'm just going to fold down my serged edge, which this is my serged edge right here, probably about 2 inches, and 2 inches should be good enough for my curtain rod to go through easily to where I can open and close them. But for the bottom, I do hope to do more of a heavier hem because I like how that looks on expensive curtains. Like it'd be like 3 to 4 inches, but we'll see how much material I have. I want to make sure that I only got what I needed because I didn't want to spend too much on these curtains. So we're just going to start by doing the top hem. I'm going to try it on my window, and then we're going to decide what the bottom hem can be. So let's go ahead and get into the top hem. Okay, so I did the top hem and I put the shower curtain up here. I put the curtain up here, and this is how it's looking. I love it already. I wish it was like a tad bit more opaque, like less light. And this is how it looks with the blinds open, and this is how it looks with the blinds closed. Like, okay, that's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. If you can see, I have like this much, about 7 inches extra where I can do my hem. Maybe like that much. So I'm doing it this way, and then I'm gonna cut it in half because I want it like very, very symmetrical. Like I'm not even gonna try to do these things twice. Like no. And yes, I am pinning it the wrong way, but I kind of just need to get a visual. Is that perfect? No. Of course not, but this is how heavy I think I want the hem. And of course I'm gonna like fold this down a little bit. So now I'm just going to go fold it over the correct way and then pin it, then sew. But first I actually want to mark it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take this down and we're gonna pin and measure and make sure everything's perfect. So okay, so here's a little update. Currently I am sewing the edges in because I just didn't like the way like the selvage edge look, and I don't want to cut it off because I know it's going to fray. So right now I'm just folding it in and then I'm sewing it. I'm going to do that to both edges. The top hem turned out very good, so this is what it's looking like. I measured my 2 inches after serging it, and the pole fits in here perfectly, so that's all good. And I'm making sure that I'm like finishing all of my edges and nothing's really exposed because I know this material will fray. Like, this is upholstery material. It's kind of like the material of a rug or a chair cover or something like that. So I'm just trying to cover all my bases. So right now I am folding in this little white edge and doing a little hem. So if you don't have a selvage edge, you just want to do probably like at least a 1-inch hem. Whenever it comes to curtains, you don't want to do super tiny hems unless it is a lightweight material. Anything heavier than cotton, you're going to want to do a thicker hem because it's just going to look more professional when it comes to curtains. If you look at really expensive drapes or curtains, the hems are going to be a little bit thicker, well, a lot thicker. So that is what I'm working on. Right here I am lengthening my stitches a little bit because I do want it to look decorative. I don't want it to be tight or bunchy or anything like that. So the way that I'm doing it is probably the easier way, especially if you're a beginner sewer. You want to do everything while it's together as best as possible and then cut it down the middle. That's my little cheat code. So I'm sewing the sides, and then at the bottom I decided to do a folded in 1 inch, of course, because I don't want any exposed seams. And then I'm going to do like a 5-inch thick hem at the bottom, and I think this is going to look very nice. It's going to bring my curtains to 46 inches long, and I love that. My windows are about 40 inches, so it gives me like a little 6-inch drop below the bottom of the window, which is perfect. And you're gonna see that it's perfect once I show you guys the finished results. So let me finish hemming, and then we're going to do this bottom thick hem, and I'm going to show you how I'm pinning that and everything and measuring it. Really, window treatments are a bunch of measurements, making sure it's going to hang right, making sure everything's even. And yeah, I'm very excited. It's going to look great. I'm already looking for some other accents to go in my newly decorated Moroccan theme fancy boho room. So let me just continue sewing this. Come along. And I know there is an easy way to do this. Of course, I could have had it going the other way, but sometimes in my mind, I just need to go in a certain way, like top to bottom instead of bottom to top. So that's why I had to shove it all in there like that. That's done. So basically now it's gonna look like this instead of a open edge. Disregard that. But that's gonna look so much nicer. So much nicer. So now let's go ahead and pin this bottom hem right here at about 5 inches. Are done. Okay, y'all, so the curtains are done. They literally came out perfect. I couldn't have asked for anything better. Like, look at how well it aligns. I love it. Everything came out very nicely. I was able to steam this just to get out any type of wrinkles or anything like that, but this is how it's looking. So what I did was I did a little cheating. I didn't hem this outer corner yet because I do plan to use or get a new serger. So I was like, I'm gonna just wait on that but I think the raw hem over here looks fine. So the outer edge, I kind of turned it inward to be the inner edge, and it's a little bit more sturdier. The selvage edge right here that I hemmed in, and I was showing you guys that in the last clip. I think everything just turned out so nice and so neat. Like, look at those inside finished seams. They're just so beautiful. Eventually, I might get like some little drawbacks because I think that'll be so cute. You know, like some type of little gold cuffs maybe, or something with a tassel. But I am able to like pull them to the side how I need to. So that's how it would look if I would open both sides. I do think I could have like did maybe 2.5 inches at the top for my top hem, so it would be a little bit easier to move. But other than that, I'm completely fine with that. You live and you learn. I still think they look very nice and very professional. I'm also going to show you guys my other window. So hopefully I gave you guys enough instruction so you guys can make your own window treatments at home for a fraction of the cost, especially if you have a certain material that you absolutely love and you're like, I wish these could be curtains. Now you can do them yourself. It's really all about measurements. If you follow my little template and just know how thick you want your hems, how much space you want at the top, I would always say for your curtain rod, for that top hem, probably do 2.5 to 3 inches just so it can move freely how you need it to move. But other than that, the bottom hem is completely up to you. But just look how nice and tailored this heavy hem looks, and I did 5 inches at the bottom. So as long as you know your seam allowances, you're gonna be fine when it comes to your curtains. Like, it's just so easy to make some curtains. So I'm so glad that I was able to share this first little tutorial for the first video of 2026. I'm in love with these curtains. I cannot wait to share with you guys the other little spruce ups I do around my room, like buying a curtain for right here because I don't have closet doors. I have a curtain up right there because I just thought that was so cute. So I'll be sharing that, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure that you are subscribed going into 2026. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're commenting. Let me know how you feel about the curtains, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video.